Beautiful ignited souls. I'm about to begin this video, and there's the thing. It's like I'm missing Mother Eve, and it's as if Mother Eve is really wanting me to have that interaction with her. I don't know how she's going to show up for us, but the hair is still kind of red, and she's really wanting to be recognized. That's Mother Eve. She just comes up and shows up in any form, and I go with it. Um, Oh, it's the sort of eyes Mother Eve usually has. Um, kind of, that's, you can't change your mother. However she shows up, however she shows, well, you go with it. Go with it. And that's what I intend to do. That's what I intend to do. Yeah. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Oh, yes. Okay. It's like I could just feel a presence going. Are you sure? Yes, I am. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. And yeah. Uh, it's Mother Eve. Oh my, she does not look very happy at all. Not from this angle, anyway. But we don't know what's going on, what's really in the air, and so we have to go with the flow. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. Yes. Well, Mother Eve is like a snake, so Mother Eve is the snake. So we go with the flow. Okay. Right. Okay. The tongue's popping out. Not very happy, but we'll see what's happening with Mother Eve. Okay. Not very happy. Her pupils are kind of like, I wish she was a little bit happier. I so wish she was a little bit happier. Okay. All right. So there we are. That's Mother Eve. Now, we on legs. We are working on legs. Working. I'm almost about to reprimand myself for the lack of physical work that I'm meant to be doing on my own legs as well. But it's the consciousness. It's really getting to be conscious of our actions, of our thoughts. So this may not make much sense to you, but this is from number 3 of the legs. I had promised myself I would not mention this, and I don't feel I have. Perhaps, yes, but I had about 12 videos that accidentally I accidentally deleted because I hadn't quite understood how to work certain features of the device. But I also feel that synchronistically, perhaps I'm meant to just go over this and really get this information processed well in my thought, or work it through, like really building muscles. Whatever it is, I'll tell you what, I try to find every feature in that device, to see where, like a serpent, where would those videos disappear to? How would they disappear all in perhaps one click or something like this? And I thought, no, this had to be like some test. So it taught me about myself a little bit more and how I deal with something of loss, because I felt, for the next month I don't have to do any more recording because I have enough videos to just do. And I can tell you, It felt like they, because I sat and I went through them, and it's like I was going for it, bam, 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 And, when you have a eureka, you're in flow, all the information was like, and I was feeling, oh, something, the heavens had opened up and put a hole in my scalp, and all this information was going right down through me. And that's how I felt, and that's how it was. However, there's the thing that I learned, that everything we do, and no matter what it is, we are always being tested for our own purpose and gain, to see where we are at, how we are progressing, how we are learning, how we are loving ourselves, how forgiving we are of ourselves. So, was I going to curse myself? Was I going to call myself stupid? Or was I going to say how silly I am, or whatever it is? And was I going to. That was a true demarcation of where I was at. And I came to understand this, and I thought, and this was the question, in case you are in a similar situation, and I think that works out for everyone at some stage. And perhaps I should just make this video around dealing with loss, in the sense of something that you value. How do you really deal with this? And for me, as I say, I think I had at least 12 or 13. They may have been 14, like the 14 gods, because I remember thinking, oh, they perhaps each of the gods had given me a package of one of these videos that reflect who they are. They were like, and in that session or day, because I actually used the whole day, or it could have been 14 hours too, but I recorded throughout that day. I was on this marathon, and what I have understood with this, what I learned is that it allowed me an opportunity to see how much I had grown, or an opportunity to grow. By seeing this, I'm also earning my own integrity, my own authenticity, my own strength, and how I am not just serving who I think I'm doing, serving her, which it could be you, it could be anybody, but how I'm serving myself, how I'm serving my higher self with purpose. So this really taught me a great deal. It taught me about self acceptance, that um, I'm here on this, I don't owe anyone anything, put it this way. So, if this intelligence, this wisdom came from me, and yes, as great as I think it was, that was in my opinion, that as enlightening as it was, and it's disappeared, meaning I can't, it's not in a place where I feel I can hold on to it, or I can do something that I can say, well, there it is. It feels like something that has disappeared into thin air. But I had to remind myself that I am still the vessel that the heavens had opened up and poured this wisdom in. And that means if this wisdom actually came through me, it must have left a template, a demarcation, or a sign, or resonance, or of some sort in me, enough, if necessary, that I can still I can still be that vessel. I can still be that channel. And if not, it doesn't matter. And that's what I reminded myself. We put meaning or attach meanings to things. We attach values to things. And yes, time is what we have learned to be a precious gift, because it's by that we see, well, how long we live for, or how long we're going to enjoy ourselves at the party, or how long we are being pleasurable, how long we are in love for. We say, oh, we've been married, or we in a relationship for 20 years. We use time to measure, as a form of measure. And yes, that I do understand has its place and its relevance. On the other hand, in the big scheme of life and all things, the how does it really matter? It's that I can use that experience and relish myself in the thought or the idea. I didn't let it get to me, like being really mad at myself, being crazy, thinking less of myself, thinking I'm not good enough, thinking I'm silly or anything like that. It really is an experience that I can choose to make whatever I choose of it. And so I am saying to you, if you are in any situation like this, or anything, or sense of loss, and it also could be applied to any area of your life. It doesn't mean that you don't feel the emotions or sense of loss, but it's that we don't have to dwell on it. We don't have to dwell on it. In fact, in the end, I had to say, well, thank you for allowing me, whatever, where you put your end, where you put the marker that you say, this is where it ends. This is where it ends. You are the one in control to say, this is where it ends. I don't have to pull my hair about this. No, I don't, I just, I can embrace this as a wonderful experience if I choose to do so. We can do that. No one stops you doing that. And this is what it's about, creating man in our image after our likeness. This series that we are on is it's rooted in creating man in our image after our likeness. It's that just as we have ancestors, now we are in a position to see ourselves as the ancestors of the next generation. We are the ancestors, and it's our present of the next generation, because everything is simultaneous. It's everything's happening simultaneously, but time and reference and points of reference is something we have put in place to keep us focused on certain aspects of our experiences. So while we are doing that and saying that creating after our image, after our kind, I could now take this experience and say, well, I want to be the template of the next generation being in a situation or similar situation like that, to know how to handle this in a productive and positive manner, a manner that would bring joy or bring growth or bring earnings or bring whatever it is that would be of benefit, would be of a beneficial structure. So, creating man after our image and likeness. This is what the legs program that I felt. In fact, it was just so succinct in my mind that I'm going to create a course an online course around this, and that's what happened. Well, but another thing that I also learned, and this has happened on so many levels, and even down to my books, the twins. I speak of twins. My books were published just days apart from each other. They are the twins. I hope they rock the world like the twins do. Okay, and because it's twins, as I said in number 3 of legs, growing legs, is that you see twins and they catch your attention, and you can't like not acknowledge their presence. You do. And you may not want to bombard them with the term that they always hear. Oh, you're twins. And so we get excited about seeing them, yes. But however, they help us by this reaction that we have towards them. They help us on earth. They help us look back. Ignited. So unearth what is really there, and to really look, and this is what 2020, which is like a twin in a sense. 2020, it's like getting us to really unearth, getting us to look, getting us to look deep, and to forming that foundation that is necessary for creating after our image and likeness. And yes, I'm just trying to remember as well. So I feel it's Genesis chapter 1 or verse 22, or no, 27, or 27, because 27 I have seen as 2 sevens 14. And so this is where a creation is happening. This is where it is said, and God created man in his own image, after in his own image. So basically, this is really saying to us, if we have labeled or called ourselves man, we are designed to create after our kind. We are designed to birth that which we are. We cannot birth what we are not. You can only birth what you are. And so it is necessary for us to prime our minds in this 2020, to prime our minds in ways that will project the kind of reflection we want to see in the world, or we want to put in the world. And may I hear an amen? Yes, I think I heard an amen. All right. So I think you get it. And I'm just going to keep this, as I say, because we are doing numerology. Yes, I felt Mother Eve. I don't feel she's really happy with this face here, but we're going to see how she projects herself again after our image and likeness. So we can have this interaction with the gods. We understand that, or our ancestors, we understand that things were a little bit rough. Things were much harder. Perhaps not. Perhaps we are the one who has made things rough for ourselves. But we understand that there have been pain because we have felt the pain. Because the pain have been passed on to us. We have felt it. But now we want to project the joy. Teach us about the seed of joy that you have had within us. Help us to reflect that element of joy, because joy equals 5 as well. So remember, guys, when you look at your hands, think of your hands as joy. Anything that is a 5, like chambers, like key, this is 5. Your hands are your keys, actually. They're keys. I'm just going into things. But we're talking about legs. But of course, legs do have 5 digits on each foot and so on. So and we're not that far off. So do join me again when we get onto the fourth. This will be about, should we number this as the fourth? Yes, we will, because the word legs is there anyway. And so whatever helps us grow, learn, earn, serve. Yes, we go along with it. Okay, and do join me again. And please like and subscribe and share. We are going to do some lovely, marvelous things. Share these videos and let us grow together, because there's nothing like a lonely road. If you have a companion, no matter how long the journey is, you can walk and chat together. You can sightsee together. You can say, oh, did you see that? The other one said yes or no, and you show and you go on and and so this is what we want. We want this journey of joy. Let it be a joyous one. Okay, stay ignited and united. If it doesn't work, leave it behind. Unity is what we want.